The biz.
So people that, for instance, I get Jeff Bezos, right? The Amazon, right? So there's 24 hours in a day, but there's an enormous amount of output that Amazon's doing. What's in between there? Leverage. What is that? People. So he's utilizing people. So for one of his hours, it's equivalent to 275,000 of man hours.
Right.
1 hour.
Right.
You follow me? So this side over here is infinite, right?
Yeah.
So he teaches you how to really increase your productivities. And I went in there wanting to do 3 times more than what my peers were doing. That's what my goal was, to put 300% more out than what my peers are doing. So in my profession, you stack me and my peer up, what he got done in 1 day, I wanted to get done. I wanted to get 3 days done. That's what my goal was, because I have to buy my time back and free up my space because of other projects and things I want to do. So that's what I did. You know, I found a way to get in 1 day 3 days of work done.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very good. It talks a lot about, it's neuroscience, you know, so it talks a lot about, you know, like, you know, some of the things we talked about now, and how to be aware of these things, you know, distractions and cognitive overload. You know, your mind is, you know, you have a RAM, you know, you have a RAM, and your mind is the same as a RAM, right? So you can have cognitive overload, which impacts your processing. Excuse me. So the more you store, because your brain is a processor, it's not a storage. It's made to process.
Right.
So we never was taught how to use our brains, right? And so what people do is, a lot of times they use their brains as a storage. Trying to remember things and remembering this and not writing things down. And so what you're doing is you're increasing the RAM in your brain. So as this information goes up, your processing ability goes down.
Wow.
Follow me?
Yeah.
It's the same with a computer. Overload it with information and see how I want to act.
Yeah.
You've seen it, right? You in the music business.
Yeah.
You be sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for something to unload, right?
Yeah.
When there's a lot of information. Or same thing with your brain. So the thing is to always keep a low level of cognitive load. So your schedule, write it down.
Right.
Because the object is not to think.
Right.
And that's what the Relentless book talks about. These guys didn't think, they just did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why when you look at Nike and they talk about just do it.
Just do it.
That shit is powerful.
Yeah,
it's more behind it than what you think.
Yeah.
The goal is not to think, just do. So when you write this stuff down on a list, or you take your calendar, I play Tetris with my calendar. You know, I put everything that I do throughout the day in my calendar. My calendar looks like Tetris.
Yeah, mine too.
You know.
Yeah.
But when you write these things down and you got a calendar and you manage it in an efficient way, you're reducing your cognitive load that is increasing your processing ability. So you're able to knock out these problems that are coming, and people are like, man, how come every time a problem comes to you, you've got a solution to it, or you know how to handle it? Because I don't have a cognitive load. I write all the stuff down. I know what I want to do when I wake up in the morning. I look at the calendar, bam, go, bam, next.
Wow.
I even got the time I take my CMOS.
Yeah.
I got the time that I go. Yeah. Everybody has in their life, in their schedule, an optimum time where your focus is at its best.
Yeah.
Some people are in morning, some people are at night, some people are in the day. So you build your calendar based on that.
Yep.
Right.
So
This is my calendar right here.
see, there it is there.
I even have a task to calendar.
Yes.
Like
Right.
calendar
Yes.
your week.
Yeah, see, so you have a low
time
cognitive
frame.
load, and you don't even know it. You know, that's why you able
everything.
Yes.
I live off this thing.
Yes, calendar is like
Calendar
I've
and
never
alarms. I do calendar and alarms.
Yes.
They go hand in hand for me.
Definitely.
I've never heard it said like that. See, I'm a hard head, so
right.
it's like now that you broke it down like that, it makes a lot of sense.
It really does.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I heard a saying this guy said, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something to the thing of saying like, poor people don't schedule right. And he said middle class people write a schedule with deal with say weekly things, and then he said successful do daily things, and he was like billionaires, they basically do by the minute.
Absolutely.
Everything is taken up, and I was like, wow,
absolutely,
that's crazy. Because Nika, when I seen Nika's calendar a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, dang, my calendar is just whoever paid for something. That's it. I don't got no calendar. Right. It's like, but I'm kind of programmed. Like I still kind of do the same thing, but I haven't. I'm taking up memory. Like how you said. So it's like now that I'm always like what was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
What was I
see?
We just talked about this today. I'm like, when you start to further,
that's what it is.
When you start to further and open this place up for more appointments and more things to do, you're gonna have to live off a calendar. That's what I told him earlier. Your thing is gonna be a calendar. Because you gotta get it in. When my friends ask, or they tell, hey, we need to hang out, I send them my calendar. I'm like, I'll try to squeeze you in on one of these days. I just did it with my godmother. She's like, we gotta go for margaritas. And I'm like, I sent her a screenshot. I go, let me see where I can fit you in one of these days. Because I don't even know what I got going on the next day. I literally have to look at my calendar. I mean, especially if you're a parent, a business person, you got a family. It's like they got things going on that you got to put on there. I was like, I don't understand how people don't live off a calendar, because I would literally just be running around like a chicken with no head. I have no idea what I'm doing. A calendar. I even have a 1 through 5 to-do list that every morning I have to put the things that need to get done, and I number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 being urgent, got to get done. 5, I can move around. I can shift it during the day, but. 1 is priority. Got to get it done.
Got to get it. Yes. I got a to-do list and a calendar. Both on my phone. So I look at the days.
Hand in hand.
Yes, and actually they teach you at the end of your days what you're supposed to be doing is called a excuse me. It's called a cool down. It's kind of like a cool down mode. And at the end of the day, you got to cool down. And what you do is you calibrate. Yeah. You calibrate what you had. Your objectives for that day was, and what all did you get done? And then, if you had 10 things, you got 8, you got to move those 2 somewhere else to the next day or to the next days, whatever. And also what you have to do in that day is you have to look at the next day and know what you're preparing for the next day. So sometimes we wake up and then we say, what we got to do today?
What we got to do?
Yeah, let me look what we got to do today.
That's me.
You already lost the game because your day now becomes a perpetuation of distractions, and of course, so you lay out your framework the day before. You're looking at tomorrow. Okay, I got that, and now I know. So now you gaming your mind up for, okay, I already know what I got to do. So when you wake up, you may have to move your calendar around. Like I said, we play Tetris with it. You move your calendar around and get that day set. Okay, I got that set. Okay, now I'm ready to go. Now you let everything go, and you depressurize and start on your recovery phase.
I call it reflection, cool down,
there
reflection.
You go. Yeah,
but at the end of the day, it's vital.
Yes.
Because it's like, what didn't I get done? That's all I want to know.
Yes, you gotta have it.
What didn't I get done? And like you said, what do I have to do tomorrow? Because it's like, sometimes I do wake up and I'm like, dang, what do I got to do today? I did not feel like looking at my calendar the day before. Like Sundays, I'm like, I don't want to look at that beast of a calendar because I know I just have, you just know your life. Basically, your life starts. Me, it's Sunday. I'm like, it's my my rest day, but we have to. We got to get our, especially if you're wanting to get yourself on a routine, a routine. I say I'm all about the calendar. My job has helped me with that too, because they're big on calendars. So that's actually helped me the last several years with implementing into my personal life. I'm all there.
That's good to hear. There you go, Jay. You got to get on it, man. You probably gonna be using Trello.
I think.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think we even talked about, him and I talked about having a podcast surrounded with letting people know how to calendar and how to set a routine, a daily routine, and how to use Google Forms and how to, we talked about having a podcast with maybe even implementing some of those jewels and just getting people don't. some people, I know a lot of people that don't live off routine and or even habits, and I mean, I can see the good effects of living in a routine. My husband, he's military, so he's very routine habit based. I mean, it's so natural for him. Me, I'm more of a spontaneous. I allow for distractions. I allow for the things that come up spur of the moment, you know. But him, it's like I can tell you what he's doing right now or every hour of the day because he's so routine. I know when he's taking his CMOS. I know when he's taking his vitamins. I know when he's at work and just, he's so routine. But it benefits.
Yes,
like
definitely.
He gets done what he's got to get done. And nothing gets missed. And if it does, it gets moved to the next day. I admire people like that.
No, definitely.
For sure.
Yes. Yes. Much respect.